वेलकम टू द कार्ड गाय। मैं हूं आपका होस्ट और आज हम बात करते हैं BPCL SBI क्रेडिट कार्ड के बारे में। अगर आप इस कार्ड को कंसिडर कर रहे हो, ये वीडियो एंड तक जरूर देखो। Most credit card reviews out there, they literally just read you the bank's brochure. But not here, yaar. Today we're doing a सीधा बात honest breakdown to see if this card actually puts real money back into your pocket.
So, here's our quick game plan for today. First, we'll cover what this card actually is. Then we'll look at the fees and those tricky waiver rules. After that, we'll do the real rewards math, uncover some hidden benefits, do a quick comparison, and finish up with my final honest verdict. Let's get right into it.
All right, part one. What exactly is this card and who is it really for?
Okay, let's be real for a second. The BPCL SBI Credit Card has literally one main job, and that's saving you money when you fill up your tank at Bharat Petroleum pumps. That's it. It's an entry-level fuel card meant specifically for everyday car and bike owners. Listen, if you're looking for a premium travel card or if you're a heavy online shopper chasing mega discounts on flights and food delivery apps, this is definitely not for you. But if fuel is a massive chunk of your monthly budget and you happen to cross a BPCL pump on your daily commute, ekdam sahi, this card is literally designed for you. It does have a few decent secondary perks for groceries and dining, sure, but its absolute superpower is at the petrol pump.
Moving on to part two, fees and waiver rules.
Now we really need to talk about the costs because the bank recently pulled a massive kind of sneaky change here that you absolutely need to know about. So the base cost of this card, super reasonable. You're looking at joining an annual fee of just 499 rupees plus taxes, basically around 590 rupees total. But honestly, your first year is practically free. Why? Because paying that joining fee immediately unlocks a welcome bonus of 2,000 reward points. And since each point is worth exactly 25 paise when you redeem it for fuel, that equals exactly 500 rupees worth of free petrol. See the hisab, right?
But guys, here is the huge catch. To get the annual fee waived for your second year onwards, the old rule was that you only had to spend 50,000 rupees in a year. Well, SBI quietly doubled that target. Yep, you heard that right. Now, you need to spend 1 lakh rupees annually to get that fee waiver. That is a massive jump for an entry-level card, and honestly, it completely changes the math if you're just a moderate spender. And you have to be super careful about how you actually hit that 1 lakh target because not everything counts. SBI completely excludes cash advances, the fuel surcharges themselves, any EMI transactions, government service payments, and wallet loads. So if you are sitting there planning to just load up a wallet to easily hit the milestone, yeah, that won't work, yeah. Keep these exact exclusions in mind so you don't get caught off guard paying that renewal fee. All right, let's get into part three, the real rewards math.
You know how banks love to throw around big, flashy percentages, right? Like 4.25% value back. But what does that actually mean in real, hard rupees? Let's look at a super realistic everyday example of someone spending 30,000 rupees a month. Say you spend 5,000 rupees on fuel at BPCL. You earn 13 points for every 100 rupees spent, which gives you 650 points. That's worth 162.5 rupees. Plus, you save 50 rupees through the 1% surcharge waiver. Nice! Next, let's say you spend 10,000 on groceries and dining. That earns you 5 points per 100 rupees, getting you another 125 rupees in value. Finally, 15,000 on general retail spends gets you 1 point per 100 rupees, adding 37.5 rupees. Add all that up, your 30,000 rupee monthly spend gives you exactly 375 rupees in savings every single month. That's solid, guaranteed value straight back into your pocket.
Next up, part four, my personal favorite section, the top 3 hidden benefits. So what's really fascinating about this card are the things the standard bank brochure will definitely not explicitly warn you about. Secret number 1 involves a brand new rule effective from April 2026. If you want to convert your points into direct statement credit to just pay off your credit card bill, SBI now requires a minimum of 4,000 points to do so. And since you're capped at earning 1,300 fuel points a month, you'd literally be waiting 3 to 4 months just to redeem. The ekdam sahi move here. Always redeem your points directly for fuel at the pump. There's no minimum threshold for fuel redemption, meaning you can claim your free petrol way faster. But wait, what if the card machine at the pump is broken? Or what if the attendant has literally no idea how to redeem SBI points? We've all been there. That brings us to secret number 2, the Hello BPCL Smart Drive workaround. Seriously, do not rely on the physical POS machine. Instead, just download the Hello BPCL app, set up the Smart Drive wallet, and load your points into it as a 16-digit e-voucher. Then, when you pull up to the pump, you just pay directly from the app on your phone. It is incredibly seamless and saves you from those super frustrating arguments at the petrol pump.
And secret number 3 is all about those fuel surcharge waiver limits. Now that 1% waiver is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it only applies to single transactions up to 4,000 rupees. If you drive a massive SUV and you swipe for 5,000 rupees in one single go, you completely use the waiver on the amount above 4,000. Plus, the maximum waiver is capped at 100 rupees per billing cycle. So if you're filling up a huge tank, just split it into 2 separate swipes. Just be aware of the caps so you aren't leaving free money on the table, yaar.
Let's move to part 5, a quick comparison.
All right, no card exists in a vacuum, right? Let's quickly stack the BPCL Standard card against its big brother, the BPCL Octane, and its main rival, the HDFC Indian Oil card. Look, if your fuel spend is regularly crossing that 5,000 to 10,000 rupee mark every month, you really should seriously consider upgrading to the Octane variant. Yeah, it has a higher fee of 1,499 rupees, but that whopping 7.25% value back, plus 4 lounge visits a year, it makes it completely worth it. On the flip side, if you live or work right next to an Indian Oil pump instead of a BPCL one, don't overthink it, yar. Just get the HDFC Indian Oil card instead. You always have to play to your own convenience.
And finally, part 6, the final honest verdict.
After crunching the math, looking at the fees, and seeing how it actually performs in real life, here is my final honest breakdown. The ideal user for this card? It's a BPCL loyalist who spends between 3,000 to 10,000 rupees a month on fuel and is smart enough to redeem their points directly at the pump or via the Hello BPCL app. You should absolutely avoid this card if you're spending over 10K a month on fuel. Seriously, just get the Octane. Also, skip it if you prefer high-reward online shopping cards or if you simply do not have a BPCL pump on your daily commute.
Taking all of this into account, I'm giving the BPCL SBI Credit Card a solid 7.5 out of 10. It is a really fantastic, low-risk tool that does exactly what it promises at the pump. However, it definitely loses some points because of that sneaky hike in the waiver threshold from 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees and, well, the overall lack of decent online shopping rewards.
Ultimately, it's a great little fuel saver, but you really have to be aware of that new 1 lakh rupee waiver rule. Makes you wonder, with banks quietly devaluing these entry-level limits left and right, is the era of free basic credit cards coming to an end? अगर ये वीडियो हेल्पफुल लगी तो लाइक करो, सब्सक्राइब करो द कार्ड गाय को @the Indian Card Guy और कमेंट में बताओ आप कौन सा कार्ड यूज़ करते हो। मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में।